Yeah, what up, man? Hope y'all can hear me out there. Joe Budden and the Drake thing is kind of old school now, man. It's kind of like over with, in my opinion. Seeing how like that shit happened kind of earlier this week on a weekend type thing, but I mean, what more is it there to say? Drake, quote unquote, response, non-response on no shopping. It's fucking weak as shit. Sorry, like that shit was. Damn. It reminded me when Lil Wayne did Ghoulish responding to Pusha T and Pusha T went on Hot 97. Like, I hope that wasn't a response. Whatever. And then Joe Budden, right after that, dropped, Afraid, which was a great record, in my opinion. The way he flipped the vocals from Drake, Resistance. I think his song was Resistance. Song from Take Care. I mean, not Take Care. Thank Me Later. My bad. My thoughts everywhere. But yeah, I thought that shit was dope. More on Drake level as far as the production. And it's like I heard you ask the question, so I'm gonna answer it for you or whatever. I thought that shit was dope. He said some good lines. The Pusha T scheme was probably my favorite scheme on that whole song. You know what I mean? Because it's like he has a fucking valid point. You know what I mean? Like, damn, nigga, why did like I'm the funny shit was listen to it, my girl, and she like, oh, they had problems. I was like, hell yeah, and I go to my phone, type in Exodus, let her hear that shit, and she was like, wow. Then I let her hear Dreams, Money Can Buy, whatever the case may be, and yeah, and she was like, well, why he never responded to Pusha T? It's like, why you think he did? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. So I find it funny that Joe Budden like kind of played off that even more. You know what I'm saying? You would push a button, but wouldn't push a T. Nigga, that shit was hilarious though. But then you got French Montana, going on record, quote unquote. Oh, we wasn't thinking about Joe Budden, but didn't he just do an interview on Hot 97 today or something, kind of dissing him? It's like, yo, relax, my nigga. Like, it ain't really about money, popularity, and shit like that. It's all about, bars, the craft, hip hop. That's basically what Joe Budden to me telling to Drake. You know what I mean? Like, yo, be humble, man. Respect the art craft. You know what I mean? It's not about being popular. You feel me? This ain't no mean girls type shit. You dig? And then I like the notion that he said the BlackBerry. We all do miss that Drake. Motherfuckers can say that they hate Drake, but honestly, if you go back to that side of Drake with the BlackBerry to what we got now, his music is kind of different. I mean, you could say it's evolved, but I just want to know, like, damn, bro, can you imagine the lyrics in that fucking BlackBerry? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And that's kind of the thing that circulated over the internet since he said it. You got so-called rappers saying that they wish they found the BlackBerry Drake lost and shit like that. It's kind of dope in a way, if you think about it. But at the end of the day, I fuck with the song. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like don't want Drake to respond. I did at first, but now it's like, oh, what's the point, man? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you had your opportunity with the no shopping shit, but then again, he didn't listen to the production and the song for what it itself, what it is, and it's like, yeah, maybe that wouldn't, work. So I feel like Drake needs to get back into his "Good Night, Good Luck" mode. Y'all remember that song from back in the day when he was dissing one of the, I think Toronto artists or some shit like that? That shit was crazy. You know what I mean? Or not name in Dallas type vibe. You know what I mean? He just needs to get in that vibe. Even if it ain't the most lyrical shit, at least stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? And this is crazy because the nigga Joe Button recently went on a Brilliant Idiots, with Charlamagne and God. I think they had words back and forth. And it's like, nigga, this nigga Drake don't do interviews. I get it, but to me, you gonna catch another L, bro. You gotta go on these interviews, my nigga. Like, I get you did the one interview with the one nigga when you drop views and everything like that, but you gotta go to these platforms, bro, and stop being afraid for motherfuckers to ask real questions, not just sit there and excuse my language, dick ride you because of who you are and ask you certain shit, pause, and you go around certain shit and the way you answer it. Like, go to a real interviewer that's gonna get the real questions. I wouldn't mind seeing. It'd be dope if this nigga actually went on Joe Budden podcast. I think that'd be interesting. I think if he went on Brilliant Idiots, it'd be interesting. But it's at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? The song is straight. So in this battle, Joe Budden 3-0 Drake. You know what I mean? It just is no smack, no URL, but he 3-0 that nigga. Put him in a body bag. You know what I mean? And Drake been kind of quiet, getting ready for his tour. That's the interesting thing. We're gonna see what happens with that. Is he gonna kind of respond to Joe Budden like he did with Meek? on tour and shit like that, and where's the music Drake said was coming? I know it wasn't the shit he was releasing like 4 p.m. and Calabasas and all them little verses he was doing. I'm hoping that's not the music that he said was doing, and nobody want to hear a fucking album with you and Gucci Man, nigga. I'm sorry, I don't fucking want to hear it. You know what I mean? Gucci Man been out and he's hit or miss in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? People comparing Gucci Man to Boosie, who had the better career when they got out of jail. I don't know, but it is what it is. But I definitely don't want to fucking hear no project with Drake and Gucci, man. Like, what? Jesus Christ. Like, really? Come on, man. But that's just what I think. So, yeah, man. It's just interesting, to see this whole little shit. So I definitely got to watch the Joe Budden podcast episode, I think 73 or 74 they on. So I just want to see what he going to talk about on that because he's pretty entertaining, man. When you think about it and everything like that. Oh, and if you're wondering, yeah, this movie is dope as shit. This version. I'm out. One.